Wonderful ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is African News Network in collaboration with Software News Network. Today, we are going to be speaking with the Honorable Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, Hajj Councillor Loseneh Bility. What we are going to be speaking about today is the Hajj that just happened this year in Mecca. Some of our people in Liberia register, pay their money in order to attend the Hajj this year. But unfortunately, they were not able to attend the Hajj. According to report, almost 250 persons pay their money in order to attend the Hajj. But for some reason, only 50 persons make it to the Hajj. So for that reason, we call on our Honorable Minister, who is part of the committee that is responsible for Hajj in Liberia, to tell us exactly what happened. What was the cause of these people not attending the Hajj? So please sit and listen to the Honorable Minister. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Loseneh Bility is on the line. So Honorable Loseneh Bility, how are you doing today, sir?
Well, I'm great. I'm good. Thank God for life.
So who is Loseneh Bility?
Well, Loseneh Bility is a simple person.
Okay.
He's not among the bourgeois.
Okay.
The bourgeoisie, he's an ordinary person, so to speak.
Okay.
Born in Liberia, grew in Liberia, went to school in Liberia,
Okay.
and is a practicing lawyer.
Okay. And a minister also?
A legal consultant, per se.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Honorable, since we are going to be talking about Hajj today, I would like for you to explain to us what is Hajj in English so that everybody will understand what we're talking about. What is Hajj in Islam?
Well, Hajj is an annual ritual Islamic league. It is the fifth pillar in Islam.
Okay.
And there's a deliberate reason why God has to make it the fifth pillar.
Okay.
Imagine if people were asked for being Muslim to say, well, you should begin with the Hajj. The exercise will be rigorous, and a lot of the people may not be able to join.
Okay.
And therefore, God decided that it should come at the end. But that time, you have confirmed and affirmed the monotheism of Allah, believing in Him, which is simple. It's a matter of fact, you don't pay any tax for that. You can be a Muslim, and then you can also it's simple to join Islam by saying the Kalmat Shahada, you know that.
Yes.
Kalmat Shahada is to denounce all other deity and believe in only the one God, the true God, Allah.
Okay.
And then followed by Ikam Salat, the 5 obligatory prayer, and then followed by Itai Zakat, give alms or divine tax, and you follow also by some Ramadan. You fast the holy month of Ramadan, meaning 11 months you enjoy, and 1 month you fast for Allah.
Yes.
So, but Hajj is at the end, but then you are well built into Islam.
Okay.
And it is for those who can afford. On the basis of affordability, you can go for Hajj. So, and then if you look at the Al-Qanali Islam, Iman, the 6 pillars of faith, you got to believe that Allah is one.
Yes.
Yes. Allah is one. Antumin Billah, you believe in Allah. wa malaikatihi, his archangels, that they are servants of Allah, wa kutubi, his books that he revealed, whether they are the Injil or the Quran, Torah, Zabur, you believe in them. You believe in the messenger. You should also believe in Qadr, destiny.
Yes.
Karihi wa sharihi, those that affect you and those that are in your interest. Okay. And also God deliberately decided that goes to the end for you to take what God has done
yes.
and accept it as such, whether good or bad. If you were to join Islam and faithful, and then the requirement is that whatever that happened to you, whatever good or bad,
yes.
as they do it with Allah, it will be very difficult. So I'm bringing the parallelism. So on a gradual basis, on the incremental basis, faith, and the pillars of faith, or the pillars of Islam, the most difficult one at the back, at the end.
Okay. Which is Hajj.
Which is Hajj, yeah. Okay. And so when you go, say that Hajj Mabrur, la tazallahu illa al-Jannah, Hajj accepted by Allah, you are like how our Christian brothers say, born again.
Yes, yes.
And there's no other payment for it except the Allah's Jannah.
Okay.
You go to heaven. So if you go to perform Hajj, alright?
Yes.
And you are purified, and if you die without committing another sin, you get Jannah. And for fasting, God said that but don't get me wrong, don't take me to be scholar.
Okay.
You know, I just my devil best. So,
yeah.
Okay, so singing for fasting, God absolutely. Why not? It is done to glorify me and to reward. Fasting, the reward is on me. It's not quantified. Anyway, it's not quantified like I put a heaven. Period.
Okay.
So you can't. I don't want question. And a lot of our people are being confused by agent protecting business interests of people.
Okay.
First of all, Hajj is thinking that if people group themselves, the highest talent, by learning the other is there in Liberia and elsewhere. People travel for years and months to perform Hajj. Alright?
Okay.
The organization Hajj started being agent getting Hajj.
Okay.
So, alright?
Okay.
And then it came government to with the UN, they will go the state admin.
Okay.
The organization
was who is responsible for the management of Hajj in Liberia?
The management of Hajj, they are in Lagos.
Okay.
The agency,
Okay.
the government, the agency, and the National Muslim Council.
Okay.
Let me hasten to say here
Okay.
that since the war, the government has been playing a pivotal role. First of all, you can appreciate the fact that a lot of our people did it. And the government of Mr. Cllr that became the first friendly to him, and then he chose his wife, Hajj Cllr. Again, at that time, it was the government for Cllr again joined the Muslim Council, but everything was run at full hall, and the National Muslim Council were here. There were two functions of the National Muslim Council, one led by former Sharif and another one led by Sheikh Kafullah. Finally, they became amalgamated. Okay. And then Hajj Cllr was carrying the people.
Okay.
No grumble. Okay. Then fast forward, even Masale became
the interim government?
How do you call it? The interim government. Led by Judy Bryant. And Charles Judy Bryant recognized and issued diplomatic passport to hire Mawata Toure. Hire Mawata Toure is affectionately known as Charlie Pierre. And popularly known that way. She lived in the state before, but she's currently in Liberia.
Okay.
She started doing it. Alright? There was no Wahana. So, government also. Fast power. So that, and the council was still here.
Okay.
Alright? And then, fast power, it became during Allen Johnson Salif. Okay? Allen Salif, as an assistant minister, 8 years ago, coordinated along with the agency, Sunday and Rama, and I think we have 5 recognized agencies here.
Okay.
The first set of meeting was here in Alaji Abdullahi Sana place. I was a member. And then all of it was here, and because of the centrally located nature of Alaji, Loseneh Kamara's office, we moved in there for convenience.
Okay.
Because people could come from far distances.
Okay.
And then but again, under the supervision and cooperation of, you see, even the chairman of the National Muslim Council at the time was agency owner.
Okay.
So you needed somebody neutral to coordinate it, and Daniel was doing that with the early government until His Excellency George Weah-Kingsley, and he coordinated it. But this time around, apparently because one of us, and before I forget, because these are historical facts, when Daniel coordinated the council started taking its rightful position by having an election. Sheikh Abubakar Sumawu was the chairman. Was the chairman of the Hajj and Umrah Committee of the National Muslim Council, but appointed also by Ellen Johnson Salif. Right?
Okay.
And he left it because of some criticism from some of his character saying that he was representing Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and other institutions, other countries. So he don't have that of it. So he should relinquish it. He voluntarily left it, and the council went in some kind of arrangement, and Sheikh Umar Zainal became the chairperson.
Okay.
Of course, organizing a call meeting with ticket council abroad. We all sit down, discussing how it should be decentralized throughout the country.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you follow me.
I'm following.
Your population size.
Okay.
Thinking what they should be there along that. Of course, today they are saying for political interest that make the request. So even if that was true, but no Christian were taking, so all we Muslims to go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This time in Ramadan, you will appreciate the fact that COVID-19 became a factor that 2 years there were no Hajj.
Yes.
Usually information will come immediately after the Ramadan. This other information came, and before the Ramadan, this information came barely a week to the end of Ramadan. No time. Please note that the council was elected for 4 years in 2010.
Okay.
2010, understood.
Okay.
For 4 years, 2014, this mandate expires.
Yes.
The National Muslim Council that they are using today expire. We check Kafuma, these people in office.
Yes.
But because it coincided with everybody forgot about it. Everybody forgot about organizing election. First power, the demise of Sheikh Kafuma took place. The whole nation moved started. They haven't forgiven and gave us government. On the attendance cost, because of the pandemic of Ebola, his immediate deputy for administration, Sheikh Umar Abubakar Kamara, was inaugurated, was put into office to continue.
Okay.
He also remained in office for 5 years. When we were in 2019 Hajj, remember, I was then the legal counsel for the National Muslim Council, the lawyer for the National Muslim Council.
Okay.
I heard on radio a group of power-greedy individuals went to overthrow the leadership of that man because he has overstayed. When I came, I reorganized the community and we put a transitional team together for 6 years. Over about 2 years, they continue to perpetuate themselves in office, organize executive committee, board meeting, and then they will extend their term. You were put in office. You were put in office for 6 years. How come you are there for almost 2 years?
Okay.
Imagine for 7 months.
Yeah.
For 2 months, for 6 months, they perpetuated themselves. They have done 2 years.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So we are doing reform. We wrote the constitution, all right, of the National Muslim Council.
Okay.
So you see the dilemma. The only way that could be done was to select the cream de la cream of the society. In the minds of the Minister of Internal Affairs, who became the second highest contributor of the fundraising of the National Muslim Council, he pledged 10,000. Nobody said that he was a politician at that time. Of course, the highest contributor was Bility, who pledged, donated 2 papers from the 4,000, from the 4,000 plus another 30,000, more than 100,000.
Okay.
Okay, and that rally was also followed by Loseneh Kamara, who gave 5,000 now.
Okay.
So in the categorizing the people, Musa in the 100, Bani in 10,000, Loseneh Kamara in 5,000. All geared towards reforming the council and going to election. So in the wisdom of the Brandon Kelly, who has been there from the beginning, he stayed there now. He did some consultation. I wasn't a party to it. And then appointed me as the chairperson. We also put the reform of the council. And then took the chairman of the National Muslim Council as a member. The immediate past chairman of the National Muslim Council, member. The former chair lady for Winnie Wee, member. The religious advisor to His Excellency Dr. William, member. The vice chairman for international affairs of the Imam Council of Liberia, member. Okay? And then put the team together. Musa Colin, who is the deputy director or elected director of Cllr, member, and our chair.
Okay.
All of us are executive members of the National Muslim Council.
Okay.
For selfish reasons and overlook and the protection of some people economic interest, because you have to stop that.
Honorable. Okay. My understanding is that the management of the Hajj or the administration of the Hajj was given to one ministry, and that ministry, you happen to be part of that ministry called Internal Affairs Ministry, and the responsibility of the Hajj was actually given to you guys by the President of the Republic of Liberia. Is that right?
I got to come in context.
Okay.
When our people, upon hearing my name, I was actually appointed by the Minister of Internal Affairs. In my ministry, he is the overall boss.
He's a minister.
Muslim.
Who's that? Who are you referring to?
Vanessa Sali.
Okay, Vanessa Sali, who is the Minister of Internal Affairs?
He's the Minister of Internal Affairs.
Okay.
He is also one of the chief lieutenants of the president.
Okay.
All right? To be an internal affairs minister in any nation, you are one of the chief lieutenant of any president that you're serving under as a minister of internal affairs.
That's right.
He is a Muslim. He has been doing this work from early Johnson time till now.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Now, for some reason best known to the icons, they decided that they were not satisfied after we were announced in a press release, military for Islamic basis in this country. The National Muslim Council regards me as one of their lawyers. They've been court have been going there to release them. So if they don't have any other hidden agenda, they will not work along with us. They horribly, haphazardly ran into clandestine move. 10 days after our appointment, they said they're coming to have election to go a parallel Hajj committee.
Okay.
They created a separate Hajj committee.
Okay.
So if anybody who should have grumbled to say, I'm the chairperson, should have been Umar Saga, but Umar Saga is incapacitated because of ill health.
Okay.
He does not come out. So we needed to move this thing forward. Working together, we have more than 10 different meetings with agents of Umar and Loseneh, but they felt that with me in charge, they will not be able to manipulate.
Okay.
The system has to do with their own creation.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And they will do with their own creation. You saw your Muslim brother have been named for the Hajj committee. You don't have any against me. By the way, the man the Pope as their chairperson, his hand was falling in the cookie jar. He squandered 5% has money in 2018. Okay? Which amounted to 42,250. The year calculation was raised up in our job meeting. He answered, he said, no, that was not that amount. He inflated the figure, the actual figure of what that gap behind me is 40,700.
Okay.
All right?
So, Honorable, who are you referring to? Who's that man? Who's the man you're referring to? Because that's allegation. You just label against somebody. But I want you to call that person's name because you said the man they chose is squandered some people money in 2018. Okay, who's that person?
Sheikh Abdullahi Kuruma.
Sheikh Abdullahi Kuruma.
He is the purported chairman that was created by the National Muslim Council. But let me give you the background.
Okay.
They did that because it's a finger-licking thing that everybody have different interests.
Okay.
Agents want their profit. Those who will support that kind of effort, they will lay their hands. Because if you, as a deputy Grand Mufti at that time, will go and collect 5% money, you did not account for it. Now you still go around having some seasonal funding, money can be involved.
Okay.
So what we did was that first we said, okay, business as usual, no more, zero tolerance. What we would do, every program must individualize their payment in an American bank called the RB International Bank in Liberia here. Very credible bank.
Okay, Honorable.
They got issue with that.
Honorable, I want to stop you there because we are coming to that. But first of all, I wanted to know how many persons registered for the Hajj this year from Liberia to go perform the Hajj in Mecca this year from Liberia? How many persons?
According to them, they have 200, a little over 200. We have 74. They said the course from the beginning, we said we were going to give 50, we were responsible for 50 because Hajj is being registered on the incremental basis. If you say a figure, and then you don't have that money, you have to figure because the aircraft need to be paid for by seat, the hotel and everything. So we said 50. So when it became the visa issue.
And the total amount was 250 or 300. What was it? Total amount of person that registered for the Hajj?
The total approved figure by the agency and the National Health Committee was 250, but the number went above that.
Okay.
This visa were available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much each person paid for the Hajj this year?
Okay. That is very key also. At first, it started with the agency at 5,000 agency. And then when we were in touch with the ambassador, the Cllr, the Minister Council managing the embassy in Liberia in Saudi Arabia, he said we could start with 5,005.
Okay.
Because when the rank of king, he said, and his number can be given later, he said that we should start with 5,005.
Okay.
Okay? Because it cannot be less than that. When we started that, those who were prepared to honor my we are taking fast, the budget people have started overcharging. And you understand? But we were acting based on the instructions from the embassy.
Okay.
Because he's there, we're not there.
Okay.
So later on, we talked with Abu said, and the food aspect and the hotel we got, everything, we have to make it 6,005.
Who's Abu?
We went back.
Who's Abu?
Abu Kamara is the Cllr affair.
Okay. Cllr affair, okay.
Okay, of our embassy.
In Liberia, in Saudi Arabia. Okay.
In Riyadh, yes.
Okay.
He said it. When he said 6,000 we announced that at 6,000 people started complying. I have received from Sunday, Alaji Lieutenant Kamara office. He started charging 6,000 too. We all were opposed.
Okay.
Even Alaji Abdullah Sano, my mother-in-law has paid 6,000 there. So they started going with the rumor that, oh, we are overcharging. But I can tell you, after this conversation, a fasting man of some of the fee that he collected 6,000 from. But they make it to be our own issue. Okay. So what we did was that we told everyone we will refund the 500 back, because after it became glaring that 6,000 could do the work. Alright? Majority of the people pay 6,000. That is a fact. But we have record that they were taking 6,000 far. Now, the National Health Committee. And we have record also, this Monday, we refunded the people 500 back to them, including their animal sacrifice. So it's 625 United States that were returned to those who paid the 6,000 far. And if you pay 6,000, we return 125. So the price became officially for all persons 6,000.
Okay, Honorable.
So they return the different, we return the different.
Okay, Honorable, I wanted to ask you, Honorable. So, let's say 250 person registered to go for the Hajj this year from Liberia. And out of the 250 person, only 50 person actually went for the Hajj. And there was also a delay. So I want to know, what was the cause of the 250 person not making it to the Hajj, and what was the cause of the delay too? What was the cause of these two problems?
Okay, listen to me. Let me put it fast in order.
Okay.
That 124 went.
124 went. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it should be 124 Boeing, and that means
126 remain here.
Remain here. So the additional people that were on the standby, if we had a visa, they were gone.
Okay.
Okay? So if you compare, or it will be more than 300.
Okay.
But officially, those that were approved by those that were in charge finally were 250. So 126 did not go, 125, 24 went. So you say, what was the cause of the delay? Because the National Muslim Council, in cahoots with Alaji Lieutenant Kamara, Agency Songi, and Alaji Abdullah Sano, who were the main drivers of this whole operation because of their own reason, they are the ones that were using the National Muslim Council as the face. Imagine they said we all should deal with their contracted agent that were going to holistically money to Hajj from visa to ground transportation in Saudi Arabia to feeding and accommodation, hotel and flat. When they say all of those things, we say we had made earlier arrangement with different flats.
Okay.
We were willing negotiating with more value for money, meaning who would be reasonable than the other.
Okay.
They said no. We were getting everything. It started with the code. Everything for the sake of peace.
Okay. So what is the code?
They started feeling darling.
Honorable,
Their intention was that.
Honorable.
Their intention was that.
Yeah. For the sake of clarity, I would like for you to explain to us what is code. What is the code they were talking about? Because during the saga, we kept hearing code. We need a code. Where's the code? Where's the code?
Okay. This is where I said there is the government that can be in charge. Because the Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Hajj will communicate through your embassy. And that embassy works under the supervision of the Foreign Ministry of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
They will send it to the Foreign Ministry here and say it's an internal matter.
Okay.
For the country. The minister that is responsible for internal matter is the Danny Stelly,
okay,
who is also Muslim.
Okay.
And is active member of all Hajj that have taken place in Liberia since Madam Stelly time.
Okay.
He is the place that is known as a Muslim. So when government wants to deal with any Islamic matter, whatever rights distribution for Ramadan, Hajj activities, it is valid. It is not valid now that it is into.
Okay.
And because we were appointed, we had a call. We had a call for 3 days.
Okay.
They not started coming. They propagated the call. There is a group called Elder Council, the gather, the scene, Mr. Kamara, Abdullah Sano, and their life.
Okay.
The Joe with the National Muslim Council that are on the store and as Transitional National Muslim Council, they went, they can complain Danny Stelly.
Okay.
That, Danny Stelly is having a call to the president. To the president.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
When they said that the Danny Stelly, their intention was the president should ask Danny Stelly to release the call to them.
Okay.
The president said, but all he has business that Danny can do it. I did not impose any committee on you as insinuated that I appointed people on you people because they wanted to meet the king that you are independent group. Why you impose? The president said, no, I did not impose, but I'm Danny in charge of this has business. All these activities that Danny can be in charge. And somebody said, the court can talk to anybody. The president said, if the court can talk to anybody, why the court did not come to you? It came to the government.
Okay.
All right? So, Danny take charge and make sure the people go to Hajj. Meaning, the court renew you, organize the Hajj, and they let them.
Okay.
Later on, they have to go to appeal to Maggie to intervene and build peace because they were like shame. Nowhere to go. And they lie in the community. They told the president saying they're not putting the community together. And, you know, but how can the president confirm Danny to say, take charge and make sure the people go? It is Danny that can be in charge of this. They never said that in the media. They said they won't. If you came to the president and said, one of your ministers is holding our court, the president will say, give it to them. Straight power.
Okay.
Yes. But the president said, Danny is in charge.
Okay.
And then they went to Maggie self-help meeting. Lieutenant Bility is the chairman.
Okay.
All right, Lieutenant Bility is the chairman. You have three of committee members, one or two, and because it's about self-act endorsement, when it's about one or two, the so-called vice chairman for administration of the National Muslim Council said, no, then I will have to be inside. They said, okay, you can bring your people. First of all, on the 18th, I am Mr. Danny decided.
Okay.
But there's a lot of noise about the court. And we are sensing that they are trying to undermine the Hajj to use us as a scapegoat.
Yes.
Well, if there are a lot of things in the court, we will register everything and tell everything to them. On the 18th, and I hear one so-called guy was on the show today, calling himself Bility, he was saying, why we have to do. We are not answerable to people who want to dignify themselves.
Yes.
Nobody responsible for your inadequacy. If you are limited, nobody responsible. He was saying that why the government must be involved in it. See, like any private citizen of the country that is entitled to freedom of speech.
Yes, of course.
But we are not answerable to him.
No.
All right? You have control over your opinion. You don't have control over the facts.
Yes.
The fact is, they got involved with it. They said, okay, but I will be the chairman as per that meeting. Okay? So they decided not to work with her. And I applied live before the president said that they have $300,000 United States dollars in Saudi Arabia, only waiting for the code to be.
The call was hung up due to incident.
I'm calling you direct to phone because of the importance of this.
Yeah, it's very important, very important.
They were asked to work with me. We saw that they wanted this whole thing to fail.
Okay.
So we decided on the 18th, gave the authorization to our embassy that you release the code to Alhaji Loseneh Kamara, Alhaji Abdullahi Sano, and the National Muslim Council. And in that communication, I emphasize that the biggest picture is for the innocent pilgrims.
Yes.
To have their election, to have their pilgrimage in a relaxed manner, and that Allah will reward those who contributed to the source of their Hajj. That was in the email. That happened on the 18th of June. 18th of June, when the call was Torah Abmara called me and said, how can I give code to them when they are in Liberia and in Saudi Arabia? Who is their appointed and focal person here? Let me give it to the person that took the contract, according to them, that are responsible, the hotel, the food, everything, is called Mahmoud Al-Masari.
Okay.
His telephone number was given to me by them.
Okay.
I forwarded it to Abu. I said, this is the guy you can deal with.
Okay.
Nothing close. On the 19th of June, I also communicated with Alhaji Abdullahi and communicated with Alhaji Loseneh on the email, and they all failed to acknowledge it. After 1 o'clock, I called Alhaji Loseneh Kamara, no response. Then I called Alhaji Abdullahi Sano, who answered. That's why he told me. He said, Alhaji Loseneh Kamara told me that you sent it was the 2020, but before it happened, said we have already gotten it from Alhaji Amadou Sherry.
Okay.
Alhaji Amadou Sherry, with all due respect to him, he's not a letter.
Okay.
He cannot get something and say you talk to him.
Yeah.
The configuration of the code, such that even if you are editing from the best university, you can memorize it.
Okay.
So how can an old man of that age, according to them that he's 100 years, how can he give you the code? That was to brush the effort I made.
Yes.
Are you understand?
Yes.
And when people that they are getting it from the old man, I said fair enough. But at least I have authorized the ambassador to give it to you. If the ambassador send it to the old man, he give it to you, the objective will have been met. The objective was that you must have complete access to the code, the most talk about code, and everything to fall in place. Let the people go to the Hajj.
Yes.
That code issued the first thing. So the next thing was, the portal has to be open with money. According to the portal.
Yes.
The portal is the system that everybody put money in, and you need to understand this because you the fourth estate. It is through your media that the people are properly informed.
Yes.
The next issue was put the money in the portal, but they had a contract, of course, using the so-called National Muslim Council as the face, by the Songe, Alhaji Loseneh, Alhaji Abdullahi Sano. So they said, what we do right now is that we will send our own money. But the contract they have with the lady, to begin with, 20%. And at the certain time of the contract, you got to be at 80%.
Okay.
When the aircraft lands, in Liberia at RIA, Robert International Airport. Then you give the balance 20%.
Okay.
Okay, when the contract was arranged that way, they paid their money. I wasn't there when they paid. But one thing I know, Marador, who is the contract agent, came at our office on a Friday, which was like Friday evening at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
On June 16th. All right?
Okay.
And she said to us that, look, the other people have paid their 20%. I just coming from transmitting that to my boss in Saudi Arabia to be placed on the portal.
Okay.
All right? So since we are all working together, the honor is upon you now to ensure that you pay your own 20% so that you will be on par with the other people.
Okay.
You understand?
I do.
So when he asked that we pay the 20% and we didn't have any problem, we said okay. But Friday evening, we are dealing with bank. Bank will close in Liberia by 2 o'clock. Everybody knows that. So if you give to somebody at 4 o'clock to pay money to you, of course it's difficult. Because there's no way we can have cash. But if you wouldn't mind, we will give you check. But that check has to be co-signed by signatory B and signatory A to the account.
Okay.
Okay? We have 3 signatories to the bank account. So even if I sign the check right now 20%, you still will have to wait for the other person.
And who was the other person?
Wait until
Honorable.
you have to sign.
Who was the other person?
Yeah.
Who was the other person?
Musa Kone, my co-chairman, or he is absent, Valley Salif.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
One of them have to be around. You met me in my office. You show me this good news. I'm happy. But on Friday that they even paid the money, in Maka, Friday is non-working day. Everybody knows that will be real.
Yeah. Friday is not working day in any Islamic country.
Yeah, so it means it is still meaningless to pay the money on Friday when you know it is a holiday. All right, but just because they wanted to make confusion, they wanted to be seen as somebody who had started the payment before us.
Okay.
All right? That's fine. But we didn't have problem. We had the money in the bank. We said, okay, come Marador on Monday. On Saturday, upon hearing that information, Alhaji Abdullahi Sanu ran to Minister Magay and reported me that they have paid, we are delaying.
Okay.
Can't see that kind of hypocrisy. You know, Friday is a holiday.
Okay.
Secondly, Saturday is half day. Sunday, no working day.
Yes.
You pay 4 o'clock, the report got to all. The woman said, I was in the bank late hour to send the money. Because bank are closed by, of course, 2 o'clock, but the bank has functioning internally up to 4 o'clock.
Yes.
In Liberia, that is a policy.
Yes.
All right? She was in the banking hall trying to erase the money to send it. Bank to bank. So when she said that, we said, okay, wait for it. After that information was given to Alhaji Abdullahi Sanu, I could hear his voice. And if he challenged that, I can prove it. I could hear his voice when Minister Magay called me and said, Mr. Chairman, again calling me Mr. Chairman, even though they have been saying that I'm not a chairman.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, what is it that I'm not hearing? I said, like what, Chief? He said, but the other people said they paid their money and you people have not paid. Of course, I don't want, because this is airtime, I don't want to waste your time on
No. Let's talk. This is very important. This is very, very important. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he said to me, So the other people said they pay, and you have not paid. I said no. That's a misrepresentation of the fact. They pay by non-working day in Saudi Arabia, so it stay in the queue. We will pay Monday. Sunday is not a working day in Liberia. Yes. Of course, Saudi Arabia will be open.
Yes.
But we will pay on Monday because Danny had traveled to Hajj. Okay. So it will be here during the weekend, and Monday we'll sign first thing. We told the lady to come. But then the minister said, okay, but Mr. Chairman, this is under your chairmanship. If it doesn't work, it will be a bad image for you. Just make sure they go. And I bless her over there. Look at that. Not true. We pay our money. Ever said. Then I told Minister again in a conversation that look, he is lying. You can verify it from the service provider Marador Kaba, who they contracted. If you don't mind, I can do a conference call right now. Then the minister, of course, said, okay, forget it, you're paid tomorrow. On Monday, which is the 18th, the 18th, okay, we pay our 20%. At the time, we have 40%. We pay our 20% that came to, I call it, that amounted to 42,400 United States dollar, because it was required under their contract. We are not party to the contract. Okay. We just consumer in the party. In the contract. Then that happened on the 18th. Again, Marador came to all on the 27th. I think 5 days later, and demanded that we make our payment for our 50%. Because according to Allergy Ablasanov, we promised we were going to sell 50. So we cannot be paying for 40. Okay. And we did a calculation, we pay 137,200 that day, added to the 42,000. That happened on the 27th. Anything I tell you, I can verify it.
Yes.
The receipt that was given us was 057, the receipt number in our receipt book. Then on the 27th of June, when we paid the 127,200, or thereabout, the receipt she issued was 066. And the check we issued was 0740341. Okay. Then she came again on June 29 and said that we should complete our payment and we should give additional money. We gave for the 2,400 on receipt number 0000009. And our receipt given to her was 067. On June 30, 2022, or in June, we decided deliberately our last payment that brought our payment to 265,000 United States dollars for 50%. Only waiting to get visa, get board in aircraft, and be vaccinated, which were all completed, and to leave. My brother.
Yes.
And the check number was 00010. For the 53, our last payment. Okay. And they gave our receipt number 070. Okay. When we completed our payment, we submitted on the 29th our passport for visa processing. On the 29th, I challenge anybody to show proof that they have processed 20% visa at that time. Because they are electronic, you can't reverse it.
Yeah, you can't reverse it, yeah.
No visa was processed. You can't reverse it. It's done electronically. No visa was processed by that time. We asked, they said no, they have not processed any visa yet. But we should get our passport. We gave our passport. And then, because the woman has seen our trend of payment, we are at 100%. Business people will be interested in that kind of group.
Yes.
So she called us and said, the flight that I'm bringing will have extra seating capacity for additional 70 person. I mean, 20 person. And I think she said 290 seated. So if you have affordable seat. So at the time, my co-chairman informed me that Bonnie was coming with 20 person to come register or what our office that if we have more than 20 persons, will you accommodate it? She said, yes. That would be a good news. You are excited. Then we told her that, look, we have additional 6 persons that just paid. We gave her 31,800 apart from the 265,000 on receipt number 071 when she gave her. Of course, the last figure, she returned it because when it became glaring that even the 50 person for our side were not getting visa, we said, please give that money to us. She returned it. All right? After a day or two, it became glaring that she herself could not, with the agency and the National Muslim Council that said that they were going to take care of everything, get all the coal, cancel your hotel, cancel your flight, cancel your feeding program, cancel your ground transportation in Saudi Arabia. We eat it. Because we know there are 2 categories of people, those who do the work and those who take the credit. But it's always good to be among those who do the work.
Yes.
So we gave them the coal, we gave them everything. So the honor was upon them now to deliver. So if you have 265,000, meaning 100% payment for the person sit in the flat, for the person ground transportation in Saudi Arabia, for their hotel, for the visa, everything arranged. What inhibited you? What stopped you? As the person who said that the agent said they've been doing this thing, they have the expert. What stopped them from issue of visa?
Yes.
But guess what?
What?
We only saw at the end of the day, everybody passport were taken to Alhaji Loseneh office. His nephew and his one of his manager were the one doing visa processing. We went there. I know. They said, oh, the 56 person you gave, we can't accommodate 6 person. We said, no problem. They said again, you have to pay $50 each for each of the passport. I know, because we realized that visa processing was not covered when we said we were doing everything holistically. From one debate to another, they brought it down to $25 per person.
Okay.
And because we had 74 person in mind, we gave them $1,850, $25 for each person. They gave us a receipt. All right? They gave us a receipt for that because we didn't want anything to stall the process. If you are not paying the money, they will say, oh, they finished doing all that one. When we told them to just pay common $25, they refused.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
So we paid. They gave us a receipt, even though it was not part of the contract. We were only waiting for our passport to be processed and for us to board the flight and go. I also paid to go to Saudi Arabia. They didn't issue a visa. All right? About those who wanted to go also was Justice Cabinet Ghani. He didn't get visa. All right? And a lot of people, poor people, everybody. Now the question now that a lot of people are supposed to be asking.
Yes.
Why the people did not go?
That's the question. Yeah, that's the question. That's what I'm saying. Why?
Instead of asking those pertinent questions, you got grievance cause, daydreamers, sycophants, asking the government Hajj committee. We said, leave everything with us. You just bring all your passports. We process your visa at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. government to government, and everybody go. We are reason. You said no. You are grandstanding. You said we'll give it to you. We drop and we surrender all our authority. The code that is being used, we have the same code. But my brother, the reason why we didn't use the code, our money was there. The biggest question, and we proved that when the challenge up, they did not complete their payment. So our money, we are submersing. We are submersing those of us that pay our money, and because their money were not there on March 3rd, on the 3rd of March, on March 3, 2020, not March, sorry, let me correct that. On July 3, the 3rd of July, this July, remember they left on the 6th.
Yes.
Alhaji Abdullahi Sano was heard, recorded, telling the public, Usman T. Jallo, the religious advisor, because he had a brother to Saudi Arabia. Please tell your brother to credit all 300,000 on Monday. We will pay tomorrow. The thing that broke it down that they didn't make that communication was one, they said they were hesitant to make the paper. They said they were to the National Muslim Council. The guy told them, said, no, amount like 300,000 to save me. I can't tell my brother to give 300,000 to you people in Saudi Arabia when I have no piece of paper. They said, oh, we are far apart. They said, okay, ready with your hand. And then WhatsApp me. The money will be given immediately.
Okay.
So thereafter, some of their sycophant called the yellow journalist called Dolede. Information communicated with Blessano.
Okay.
And Dolede from Strong FM, he said, oh, if you ever requested 300,000, it's a public information. They have Blessano did not know. But the recording is there. He requested on the 3rd of July, this July. I want to say, for all of the doubtful Thomas, if you doubt it, we can say it volume. And you understand?
Okay.
Started telling the people, look, what you do, in fact, they threaten, according to, I gotta be careful here, according to Usman T. Jallo, that Eli has been threatening that if you dare releasing that audio, video recording, audio recording, you will be, the car will hit you tomorrow.
What?
And you can't, Usman T. Jallo, I'm quoting him. I didn't hear that from Abdullahi Sano.
Okay.
All right, but I'm quoting Usman T. Jallo. I told Usman T. Jallo, I said, your life is in Allah's hand.
Yes.
Okay? When you ask reason to call for your life, you will carry it.
Yes.
And if anybody kills you, you are a free person. You will go to martyrdom. You will die as a martyr.
Yes.
So don't worry about that. Okay. So we'll calm him down. He started saying he will go to the press and things like that. I said, leave it. And, that's the last kick of a dying horse. This recording that he requesting that they should be credited 300,000. So the question here is, if you never pay your money there, and according to you, your money was misdirected to different bank, then what money you use now? Apart from our 265,000 that were already there through your contractor agent, what money you use to send it 124? Because the portal system works, if you have 5,300 for one person, they will clear that person. And if you send John Brown passport, they will give you visa. So our faith was in Songe's and Alhaji Abdullahi Sano. So if they decided not to sell our passport, we will not get it. But our money there, they would never have the money completed. We were at 100% here. Whatever percentage they were in, it is for Maradona to say how. But we heard them requesting 300,000. They are billionaires in Liberia for some people. Yeah. But this is a fact that I'm presenting.
Yes.
So if that 300,000 had landed, they were going to supply everybody the visa. So who became the cost? The person who never had a 300 there.
Yes. Yes,
The
technically.
person who never had a 200,000 were the cost that people now got visa. Because visa processing is the cheapest and the simplest exercise in the Hajj program.
Yes.
I can say for sure. Because once you have the money, the Saudi Arabian government, that's the biggest tourist in the Hajj.
Yes.
So every citizen that live from around the world, somebody will pay to their hotels. The hotels, they will collect taxes. You will ride their transportation, and they will get taxes from that. You will eat from their restaurant. They will pay taxes. You will pay for your Hajj activity. They will get money. So they do not have problem with a small quota that was given to. In fact, by the way, let me say, the quota was given to us as the National Hajj Committee. We gave it 453 persons to go to Hajj. They basically performed because if you were to target 453, you only send 124. When 250 that was approved, but you all pay. But no one single person from our end, having met all of these requirements, got visa. So I want to pause there.
Okay, Honorable. Honorable. I want to know, for those that didn't make it to the Hajj this year, were they fully refunded?
The difference that we had, like for the 6,500 people, we have refunded their extra 500. Those that pay 6,000, we refunded them 125. Except for few who did not show up when we had the annual TV program where people were receiving their money. We hope to complete that on Monday because those money were not sent.
Okay.
Only those activities, because our intention was they have started lying, all kinds of lie. We collected money from people who were thinking free ticket coming. Some people pay 1,005, 2,005. We challenge anybody around the world that will see.
So, Honorable, Honorable, excuse me, were the full amount refunded to the person that paid for the Hajj and didn't make it to the Hajj this year? Were they fully refunded? The whole fund that was given to you guys?
No, because until they can return our money that they use in Saudi Arabia for the people to go.
Okay.
And by the way, we pray for those that went for Hajj. They are innocent.
May Allah accept that prayer.
Only the National Muslim Council, Alhaji Loseneh Kamara, Alhaji Abdullah Sano, and Marador responsible to return the people money.
Okay.
When they return the money, we give it to them.
Okay.
The people didn't go.
They didn't go,
I will do the job for that.
Yes, they didn't go. They need their money back.
Yeah, get that money back.
Yes, fully refunded, yep. So, Honorable,
Yeah.
now we're going to switch to Madingo, but before that, I want to ask you, what can we do to avoid such embarrassment in the future?
The first thing to do is the government must sanction forensic audit.
Okay.
Forensic audit to be able to restore the credibility of credible people.
Yes.
Whether it's Alhaji Loseneh Kamara, whether it's Abdullah Sano, Marador, Councilor Bility, and Cllr. So we will be able to know the 300,000 from March, from July 3 to the 6th, how it got to the portal. Where is the 265,000 collected from us? Where is it? Did it hit the portal? Or it did not hit there, it's here. Where is it? You understand?
I understand.
When we establish that, and the fact is is established,
Yes.
right? Then those who did it wrong, if that means I will be apologetic and I will tell everybody, you forgive me. I step aside.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And I think the Muslim of Liberia, whether in the diaspora or elsewhere, will find space in their heart to forgive me. If it is them, they can decide whether they can apologize or not. But if we leave it like this, sugar-coated, pay agent going on the social media, and they bring in politics and everything inside, I'm not worried about that. Myself, I'm a politician, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Islam must be void of political interest.
Yes.
I'm not talking about I've been working for government. If you call me as a politician for that, no problem. But I believe first in Islam.
Yes.
Then politics.
Yep.
All right?
Yes.
And there's no instrument that determine your faith in Allah. Okay?
Yes.
And you cannot.
Yes.
I'm saying to you a forensic audit.
Yes.
Total investigation.
Yes.
What role did the government play that made the people not to go?
Yes.
What role did agency play that made the people not to go after their payment? Let us establish that.
Yes.
We cannot continue to feed the Islamic community with deception, lies,
propaganda,
misrepresentation of the facts, and all kinds of crap in the media. Yes. You know, the first boy, you are sitting down in your room making noise. It doesn't concern you.
That's true.
Okay, then I won't say question there. You know, I don't know what I do over here talking crap.
Oh, who is Bility? Dawu? Dawu Bility?
Dawu.
Oh, the paper. Oh, there were people out there. There were people out there.
There were people out there. He said that our family thing here, they even say, who don't want to collect money? Who cares? I say, when people are limited,
So, Honorable, we're going to switch to Malingo now, right? We're going to switch to Malingo.
Yeah.
Okay, Malino, and so many try new line is Alhamdulillah, Rabbi Amina.